Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Kona Enthusiast. We're back with another video. So as a lot of you probably saw in the last video, I finally tuned my car. I went with the JB4 tune. So we're gonna go, of course, do some driving impressions along with basically describing the reasons for choosing this tune over others and how I'm liking it so far. So let's go ahead and get this video started. All right, guys, so like I said, I went with the JB4 tune, and there's a couple of reasons why I went with this tune, so let's go ahead and start with that. So the first reason for this is just because how easy it is to plug and play the JB4. It takes like 5 or 10 minutes, honestly. It's a pretty easy process, so I definitely did not mind that process right there. Also because the JB4 fools the ECU, and by that I mean it will show one level of boost on ECU, but in reality it's making more. So whenever I do show you a video of me doing some pulls with it, you'll see on the factory screen it's still showing 16 or 17 pounds of boost, but in reality it's actually doing a good bit more. Yeah, as you can maybe tell by video, it's definitely a lot quicker. Being able to merge the traffic and stuff, just boost kicks in a lot easier. But yeah, so I wanted to go with the 6 element or a lap 3 ECU tune, but if I'm being really honest, I plan on keeping the car for another year or two at least, but I don't think this will be like a long-term build for me, just because there are some cars that I'm really interested in getting in the next year or two. With us getting ready to go to electrification, there's a lot of cars that I want to get that are still internal combustion cars. So anyways, aside from that, part of why I went with that is just I don't know if I'm so willing to put a big investment into an ECU tune. Someday I would love to do that, but I just want to know if this is for sure the car for me long term. That's part of the reason, but the other part is JB4 gives you so many options for tuning as far as your maps. You have your map 1 that's 91, map 2 and 3 is for 93 octane, and then for map 3 and 4, those are for E30. You got your map 5 for full both on, and list goes on. So there's tons of options for you to choose, and then you can flip it off if you want to just save gas on a road trip or whatever, and flip it back to normal. Also, like I said, you can take it off whenever you go to the dealer. It is untraceable as long as you take the tune off the car before you go there. Like I said, it takes 5 minutes to install it, so I imagine it'd take that time or less to uninstall it. But yeah, so that's the main reason I went with the JB4. Also, just because I'm a previous Stinger owner, in our groups, all of the Kia Stingers, for most part in our group, we have about 100 Stingers. I want to say 75% of them that are tuned run JB4. I haven't seen any issues that they may have had with that, so I decided to go with it, just because it seems pretty reliable for them. They do it for many companies, and I know a lot of people already had one comment already tell me, hey, it's not a true tune, it's not a blah blah blah. It is a form of a tune to me, and you can bash me in the comments however you want to, but to me, anytime you are modifying the boost levels of a car, anytime you are increasing the boost levels of a car, making the car perform better, it is a tune in a sense. And a lot of people want to say that it increases just the boost, but if you look at the Scorcher tune, not trying to bash AFE, but the Scorcher tune, it literally just increases the boost. People with those cars, my boy that's got a Launcher in, he's now in the N75 tune, but he previously was on the AFE Scorcher. He had issues with the car because basically that was literally just increasing the boost. It wasn't doing anything with timing, anything with fuel levels, whatever you want to look at it as. It wasn't doing anything to increase that. And so I feel like at that point, that's something I wasn't looking for. JB4 is pretty consistent about make sure each boost level is matched with great performance behind that. That way you're not damaging the engine over time. And like I said, many Kia Stinger owners I know, even Velocity owners that are tuned over 100,000 miles with JB4, have had no issues. And so I think, honestly, that's a win. That's a win for me. Sure, I would love to have an ECU tune. It'll probably be smoother in the long run, but I can say I do plan on eventually paying somebody, because map 6 is a custom tune. You basically customize how you want to go about that. So map 6, I will probably have somebody custom tailor that for me someday. and that'll be probably when I'm done just doing whatever I got to do for this car as far as the tuning, and leave it at that specific tune. But yeah, so that's kind of the route that I want to go with this, and just see where it goes from there. And this person's going obnoxiously slow. But yeah, so as I was saying, you know, I would love to go ECU, but I feel like as long as I can find a good custom tune, I'm happy with it. From what I've heard from a couple people with the launcher end that's on this JB4 tune, they're running on map 3. Basically, they were getting about 352 or 348, something like that. Basically in the 350 ballpark to the wheels. I have a couple more mods coming. You'll see that in the next week or two. Those mods will definitely put me over that 350 mark, guaranteed. And honestly, for me, that's a win. This car makes 277 to the wheels stock. To go from that to 350 off of just the tune alone with no bolt-ons, I think that's amazing, and that's more than enough. That's obviously more to the wheels than what my Kia Stinger was when I had that stock. And so I'm happy where it's at. I mean, you know, speed is everything, but I feel like I don't want to push the car too much because I have had issues before, as you know, with the fuel injectors. Of course, I can take tune off and cover myself, but still, it's just something I don't want to take the risk. So I know a lot of you are probably waiting on the driving impressions part, and I'm going to get that. But first, I got to get some grub. I'm really hungry, so I'm at Chick-fil-A. About to go inside, eat some food real quick, and we'll go ahead and continue this video afterwards. Dude, gotta admit, this cheese sauce at Chick-fil-A, if y'all don't have it, y'all missing out, man. That Chick-fil-A sauce or cheese sauce is really, really good. Just dip the fries in there, it's just magic, just magic. All right, guys, so I just finished eating some Chick-fil-A. I'm a big fan of Chick-fil-A. I eat there like 2-3 days a week. If you don't have a Chick-fil-A in your area, or if you're missing that cheese sauce at your location, I feel really bad for you. That Chick-fil-A or that cheese sauce that they have at Chick-fil-A is just amazing for whether you dip a sandwich, the fries, the strips, it don't matter. They are really good. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and do some quick pulls. We're actually at a light, so this is a perfect opportunity to get a quick pull in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so as you all can see, it does pull a lot harder. It was a little hard to hold the wheel with the torque steer and everything because I had the phone in one hand. But yeah, it definitely pulls a lot harder now. The wheel spin, I'm still trying to figure that out. There's an option on JB4 to do boost by gear, so that's something I'm definitely gonna try to play out with. I'm gonna try to go to the track next week and get some, it's a 1/8 track down in Benson. I did it last year and have some videos on that, so we're gonna do that again. Basically try to get some testing going. I'm not really caring about my times and stuff. I just want to see if I can consistently hook. So gonna lower tire pressure next week and all of that stuff when I get to the track. But let's get another pull in. Hook that time. 70 like that. Yeah, it's crazy because right now I have the boost set to 3 pounds less of boost in first gear, and I think about a pound or half a pound in second gear, but you feel it. So like I said, the impressions are really good so far. So map 1, sorry for the lighting, it's a little dark. I did not plan that out very well, but I was too excited to make this. But anyways, basically map 1, you feel a little bit of difference. It feels like an enhanced version of what the stock tune feels like with the overboost set and the NGS. So you can feel the power difference. It feels a little bit better. Map 2, you definitely start feeling it there. I believe it's 4 pounds of boost. I had to post a picture of it, but I believe it's 4 pounds of boost extra. And I think map 5 is when they start doing like 5, or map 3 is when they start doing 5 and 6 pounds of boost. Map 3 is pretty much been a sweet spot for me. Map 3, like I said earlier, it's around a 350 wheel horsepower range, which is really good. So I really don't mind that. Like I said, it pulls really well. It's really strong. It feels like a safe point with that. I don't really have issues with the fuel pump. Now, when I did run map 3 on E30 last week, I did test that out. During the day, it pulled really good. But at night, as the temperatures dropped, as the air, you know, cools down and stuff, I was having major fuel injector issues. Or not fuel injector, fuel pump issues. To the point to where I literally had to shut off the car and restart the car because the fuel pump was like, no, I can't do it no more. So for those of you who don't know, the Hyundai ends, they have issues with the fuel pumps even without a tune. So I'm not surprised by that. You can easily change it out. It's like a 15-minute job, which I'll probably be doing that, especially because I do want to run E30 down the road, or some kind of race fuel down the road. So stay tuned with that. We'll definitely have that. But the biggest thing is that right now map 3 is a sweet spot for me. I like the horsepower range. It pulls really well. Like I said, once you get traction, and you get the second and third gear, you feel it each time it shifts it, because I think what it does is it tapers the boost off towards the top of the RPM range as it gets towards the red line, and then it'll reinsert the boost, which is a good thing because it doesn't damage the transmission over time. So I like that. But yeah, it definitely is a noticeable difference. And even map, was it 4 or map 3 when I was running on E30 it was ridiculous. I didn't want to daily that, so I think if you want to daily this, map 3 is fine to daily. Of course, gas mileage may be a problem. Map 2 does okay on gas mileage. It's about the same as stock. Map 1 is literally stock, just more boost. But yeah, my gas range has definitely gone up because I've been playing around with it a lot. Can't help it. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend this tune. It's just so simple to use. JB4 on. I'm gonna show a clip whenever I get home, whenever I connect the car to that. Basically, it's just so simple to check your logs. I really love how responsive Terry and the rest of the Berger Motorsports team has been. I'll reach out to them, try to figure out what's up with the tune. Does everything look okay on this map before I go to the next map? They check for map 1, map 2, and I haven't sent them map 3 yet, but map 3 seems fine. I'll send it before I go to the track next week, or in a couple weeks. And so they said everything looks fine on that, so I'm really happy with that. The biggest thing with the map 3 is just want to make sure that you're able to read your logs a little bit better by then. But yeah, they were very responsive. They responded within 30 minutes to an hour, told me everything looked good, what recommendations they may have had, and I just think it's great that you can communicate with your tuner. All right, guys, so I'm filming this from my old iPhone 8. So basically, this is pretty much how the JB4 is on the app. So you can basically change your maps right here. You can see it has the recommendations for each one: 91, 93, 93, 30. You can see it on the screen right here, which is pretty dope, honestly, that you do it. So I've got it on map 2 right now. I'll explain that more in the next video, or in the future video, as to why I'm running map 2 instead of 3. And then you can see the AFRs, you can see the temperatures, all of that. The engine is off right now, but yeah, it has the area. You can see your codes. All your logs are right here. And so basically with the logs, which I don't have them on here. Yeah, so there are no logs on here, but you can email them to Terry and everything and just let him know what's up. And then there's the area in here, which I like. You can do your user adjustments. This is where you go in and adjust the boost by gear. Whenever I have somebody custom do this, this is where he's going to work on all of this for me. Map 6, all of that boost and everything. There's a boost safety right here, which I like right here. It'll tell you the codes and everything for that. You can do your boost by gear. I have it set right now to 3 and 0.6. I meant to make that 0.5, but 3 and 0.6. So you just change it like so. Change it back to 0.5 right here. Boom, and then we'll save that. And then, so you ever have issues with the car right here, again, this will be explained in another video. So my last safety, it'll cut out to map 0 automatically, go back to stock once it does that. So I had an overboost issue. Like I said, that'll be explained later, but basically, the modification I did is it caused a little bit of overboost to map 3. So again, you'll see about that soon. But yeah, you can see for boost safety, over safety, AFR is too lean. If you're running MEF on map 7, of course, low fuel pressure variant. So it's pretty good. Honestly, it's a pretty good app. It keeps you honest. Like I said, you can email Terry, and he responds usually within an hour. So it's been pretty good. But the boost is just crazy, like the mirror. I'm halfway on it, it's just pulling, like it's just, man. I mean, as far as boost levels, if you're curious, stock this car makes, I think, 17 or 18, especially with NGS. But right now it's showing 24 pounds of boost. I think at one point it was showing 26 pounds of boost, which is crazy. But consistently I'm in the 23 to 24 and a half range on boost, which is a massive improvement over stock. So it's crazy how much difference something as simple as you know, I wouldn't say it's simple, but $700 tune essentially. The JB4 cost me about $695. I had, of course, download the app for $30 and, you know, get the fuel, the extra fuel wire so it can read the fuel better. I did all of that. All right, guys, I'm gonna insert some quick clips real quick of some pulls. All right, so this one I'm gonna do for 60. Yeah, once it gets moving, it's really moving because the boost re-kicks in through the gears like I was saying earlier. And in mode is really stiff, as you can tell. Alright guys, one last pull. It's getting a little dark here, so we're gonna go ahead and put an end to this video. It's gonna be a lot more videos. I'll probably post a video this weekend or sometime next week of just strictly me driving around with the JB4. I'm gonna try to get a POV set up because I do run from my phone. So I'm gonna try to get a POV set up so you can see the speedometer and things of that sort. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get some more videos out soon. It's becoming dark now. It's getting dark out here. And yeah, like I said, we're doing some racing. I am going to drag strip next Thursday if the weather permits. And then the following, I believe, was it next Saturday, I'll be going out to Rockingham to go to import face-off, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunities. I do have a really good mod coming in. I'm installing it on Monday, so you'll see that pretty soon after this video. And that mod right there alone is going to make a lot more power. I wouldn't say a lot, but it's going to make a decent amount of power. It's definitely going to increase the airflow with this car, which is exactly what you want, is just to increase the airflow. And so yeah, we're definitely gonna get that in, and that should help me, of course, get ready for import face-off. It's a really big event. I'm excited for it. My goal for quarter mile this year is a 12.7, which is what the Kia Stinger that I had that was all-wheel drive, that's what it ran. So my goal is to get 12.7 or quicker. I believe I can do it. I ran a 13.3 stock, so as long as I can hook and, you know, have consistent fuel levels, we should be able to do it. Like I said, I'll be testing it out at the drag strip on this upcoming Thursday next week. And yeah, we'll be ready. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you for watching this video. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is ic_Kona_N. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you. I appreciate the support. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Make sure you share my videos, share the channel, spread the word. I believe these Hyundai Kona Ns are really good cars, and I just want everybody to know about it. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks.